Beth Rosen asked this question. Curious, how do you deal with AI hallucinating, copyright issues, and fact checking? So for those of you who don't know, AI is largely built on top of lots of information scraped from across the internet, oftentimes without permission. So how do we deal with this particular issue in media and streaming in general? I'll open this up to any of you.
For me, it's a garbage in, garbage out type of situation. If you're going to take information from the web, God bless you, because you're not going to be really have a trusted source of information from which to draw. The real future for AI is going to be, at least in the business sense, going to be in the development of limited data sets that are used to inform decision making within a specific corporate network, a specific realm of individuals. Jeremy, I don't know about how folks are doing it for your customer base, but is that what you're seeing?
It's yes, effectively. So I'm not trying to pitch my company. In a nutshell, what we do is we take a narrative, we match it with stock content or user-owned media, and put it together with a little light editing product. So it's very easy for people to use. What we've learned is, for example, we have a partnership with Getty, and so when our customers who are, say, marketers are making videos, they are using Getty content because they understand, like, this is rights-owned media. When we find sort of random individuals using it, they're using more like Giphy, and they're using more like Google image search and things like that. So we can see right there, there's sort of like the known universe and like this whole new world. We, as a company, I've spent my whole year in the industry, so I take a very copyright-friendly approach to the world. So at all times, our generative components are fully isolated. So for example, if you don't want to use our script writing capabilities, write your own, no problem. And there's sort of always your bring your own, because we don't always know. Like we have talked to marketers who are like, I am not allowed to use a script that AI wrote, right? So by us offering sort of a whatever level, we get to address users as they need. One other thing, by the way, the question of hallucination, because it came up from Beth's original question, it's a real problem that I think is the way we've approached it is it's developer responsibility. It's our responsibility that if you want to make a video about tacos, that in the middle of it, there's not all of a sudden a discussion on hamburgers, right? Like that's on us. And so I think, candidly, that's up to every product team out there, whatever the tools they're making, whether that's generating images, video, text, scripts, whatever. So that's a bit of our take on that.
A taco was just a hamburger that you didn't create well enough, and it kind of just fell apart on the grill.
I mean, that sounds like an SNL skit, but I'm not sure.
Wonderful. Are any of you dealing with putting your own information into these models? So information on video, scripts, that kind of thing. Are you just using GPT's existing library knowledge?
Yeah, so I can speak to that. So we have a product called Switcher.ai, because I'm going to plug that real quick. And, we do not use the data set that's public. Because really the idea of Switcher.ai is I am a technical director. I have been over the course of my life, and I know other technical directors. And one of the things that I did for the language model was, hey, if I'm going to have an AI replace the technical director, I need to have the inputs be from something that I know. And, a lot of you know that live streaming and live broadcast is very formulaic, right? In certain sense of like, hey, if I'm in, let's take House of Worship, right? I'm going to have the pastor, I'm going to have the choir, then I'm going to go back to the pastor, then I'm going to go back to the choir. It's very formulaic. Sports, NFL, right? All this content. And so if we take the model and then we basically give the model each formula its main formula, we don't have to use outside data sets. So we're finding that that's really, to me, where I think right now in this world we're living in, I think that's what's going to differentiate, everybody else. Because if you're just using one whole public data set, public being a very big word, doing a lot of work there, I think that, you don't know where everything's coming from. So I think it's really important to, make your data set, own your data set in a way that you know exactly what's inside of it.